I can only die if the voice says I'm going to say the N-word. I'm going to say the N-word. Subscribe and leave a comment to see your face in the next video. What's a mild inconvenience that drives you flipping crazy? When someone goes to shower/bathroom right as you are about to, you need to announce your intention sometime in advance. Not enough time for them to usurp though. Washing your face in the bathroom sink and the water trickling down your arms towards your elbows. Bonus fury if you're wearing a sweater and get the sleeves wet to remind you of your stupid mistake for hours to come. Down his forearms, there it goes. Freely runs and flits and flows, past the freckles, through the hairs, spots and teeny drops in pairs. Down his forearms, there it moves, curling turns in tiny grooves, rolling, roving round the bend, strolling down to meet the end. Down his forearms, there it slips, glides, and slides and spills and drips, wets him, leaves him damp as well. Whisper softly, flipping hell. Stoplights feel timed, so that if you go in one direction for a few miles and you have to stop at a red light, chances are you will have to stop at all the red lights in that direction. The road to the interstate from my house is peppered with endless stoplights. I often have to drive to work at 3 or 4 AM when no one is in the road. But for some reason all the goddamn traffic lights keep turning red before I get to them despite there being no traffic on the intersecting roads. Holy stuff, this butters my flapjack something fierce. When two people in a shop stop, trollers side by side and block the entire aisle just to have a conversation. Clicking on a button, except that the button jumps just as you're clicking and you get the wrong button. This happens often when an app opens a new window and it takes time to fill up all the contents. Facebook is good at this. I'll see there are 12 more comments, so I click to see the comments. Now there are something like 7 more comments, so I click again to read comments. Now there's 1 more comment. Really, Facebook? Why do you do this? So I click to see that 1 comment, but as I click some other content loads causing the page to lurch up or down, causing me to click on the name of one of the people who left a comment, so I end up on their Facebook page. Now if I go back to my feed everything is different and I can never ever find the comments that I was trying to read. By that point I've expended more time that I wanted to, meaning that the comments aren't worth reading now, even if I could find them. I was just trying to pass some time, not turn it into some sort of ordeal. I miss the days when you could log on in the morning, see what everyone had done chronologically the night before, and if any plans were being made, you could be up to date in under 5 minutes if you didn't have an insane friend count. Now you log in to see what someone did 2 weeks ago as the top post, just BC it has a recent comment from someone else probably along the lines of, man I wish I'd known this was happening. Walking through the city late at night after work, when I'm crossing a side street near the train station, taxis will inevitably see me coming and pull up right in front of me, so I have to walk around the back of them every single night. I tried a different route but it's longer. I tried waving them off, but they just come quicker. I tried running so I can get there before they block my path, but they just accelerate. I think the only solution is to run up and do a hood slide. At work, the bathroom stalls can be locked, obviously, and you'll have a small red sign to indicate that it's occupied. Nonetheless, there are always people trying to open the door just to make sure that it's really unoccupied. It drives me nuts. Can't you let me shit in peace? Apparently I'm the exact height to have my pockets get caught on my drawers in the kitchen. I swear my basketball shorts will reach for the drawer handles and grab them. Makes me see red. Getting all comfortable in bed, well positioned and everything, then realizing you forgot something in the living room/kitchen and having to get up and get it. Those times where you're just starting to drift off and that slight urge to pee hits. You have 2 options: wake back up now and go to the bathroom, or fall asleep and wake up in 2 hours feeling like your bladder is about to explode. I usually take the first option, but sometimes you're just so damn tired, the last thing you want to do is get up. Enter password. Your password is incorrect. Request password reset. Enter what you want it to be. You cannot use your current password as your new password. Try to use that password. Your password is incorrect. Computer flies out window. I tried ordering pizza on the Papa John's app a while back. I enter my info and it says my password is wrong a few times. So I request a new one. With all of my emails it says I don't have an account, which I thought I did, but whatever. I go to create an account, and it says an account already exists under that email address. Dropping your keys trying to open the door. It always happens at the worst possible times, like when you gossip us real bad, or your hands are full with bags, or when someone's trying to murder you. I hate it when that happens. Oblivious drivers. Not once texting, they know they're being an ass. I'm talking about those people who honestly have no fucking clue how to drive properly, yet totally think they are good at it. Leaves me fuming. Especially when they are putting other people's lives in danger. Reminds me of the time I took a Uber, and this dude turns on his signal to get over, and as he is doing so, his blind spot alert system is ringing and chiming alerting him to a car next to him. What does this dude do? Gets over and causes the car, right next to us, to slam on the brakes. We almost got into an accident over this guy. My guess was he was nervous as hell. I wanted to scold him but kept quiet. Craving a specific type of food. Arranging to get that specific food. Something going wrong along the way, and not having access to it. Ag. When someone opens my door, comes into my room for a few seconds, and then leave the damn door open. Sure, I could get up and close it, but I did that last time you came in, and the time before. Dude, I live in a garage at my house. My family member will sometimes just open up the flipping garage door and leave it open and walk off. I'm like, dude, I don't want the whole neighborhood seeing me laying there in my bed, half naked. Shut the flipping door, and don't gap that either. Ads 1 of 7. Ads 2 of 7. Ads 3 of 7. An error occurred. This video cannot be played. Please refresh. Ad 1 of 7. Sometimes my Xbox controller will desync, and I have to get up, walk 4 feet, and manually push the buttons to reset it. After a hard day's work you might as well be asking me to drag a cinder block 3 miles uphill. After swearing I'll sit there and consider how bad I actually want to play Xbox today. Same thing with the TV remote. Seems the more tired I am, the more apt it is to be across the room for some reason. I swear my appliances teleport when I sit down. For some reason when browsing Reddit on the mobile app after 20 or so videos it will stop loading GIFs and videos entirely, and you have to restart the app. It also preloads 100 plus posts, while on mobile data and video quality is randomly so deteriorated that it feels like looking at a Northeast's cutscene. Not to forget to mention that it doesn't save sorting preferences at all. The app is all around a very shitty and inconvenient experience. You know that moment when you're trying to sleep and then there's that song comes playing in your head on loop. Fucking earworms. When people driving on the highway see a cop sitting off the side of the road ahead, watching for speeders, and slow down to like 15 under the speed limit, like you know that's also impeding the flow of traffic. For some reason when browsing Reddit on the mobile app after 20 or so videos it will stop loading GIFs and videos entirely, and you have to restart the app. It also preloads 100 plus posts, while on mobile data and video quality is randomly so deteriorated that it feels like looking at a Northeast's cutscene. Not to forget to mention that it doesn't save sorting preferences at all. The app is all around a very shitty and inconvenient experience. Hosting a meeting at work, but you've drunk too much water? That feeling of needing to get to the toilet, but you have the rest of the presentation to go through. That sucks. So yeah, needing to piss whilst giving a presentation. When I get in an elevator and am riding to a high floor, and just before the doors close a bunch of people get in, and they all stop on a different floor, turning what would have been a smooth ride to the top into a start-stop, jerky journey. I'm normally a pretty chill guy so all of mine apply to driving. People that turn in front of me and then go under the speed limit. If you're cutting off my path, you'd better hit it. People that drive in the fast lane going barely over the speed limit. People that park off center in parking spots, which then forces me to do the same, so they don't ding my truck. People that can't parallel park and leave a 2-foot gap between their car and the curb. People who never utilize their turn signal. It's right by your left hand. Use it. Learn to drive folks, it isn't hard. When people slow almost to a complete stop before turning off a busy street. I mean like a crawl. I completely understand not wanting to take a turn so quickly, but some people really take that to an extreme. There are others behind you, Please at least go 5 miles per hour. Even better when they senselessly swing out just a tad before making a turn. Like they are driving a damn Hummer with a massive turn radius, but it's really a Honda.